Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Adam Education. We are here after a very long time. Hope you all are doing extremely well. Today, we are going to solve 2023 Science question paper, Set 1, from the CBSE board. So, this is the first time I will be solving any CBSE board exam paper. So, hope you all will cooperate, and I really hope that it will be a wonderful session for you all. Today, we are going to solve the 16 MCQ questions which came in Set 1. So, let's see. The first question is, in the experimental setup given below, it is observed that on passing the gas produced in the reaction in the solution X first turns milky and then colorless. So just by reading the statement, we can very clearly understand that the gas which has been passed is definitely carbon dioxide, because carbon dioxide turns lime water milky, and the solution X is lime water. This is something clearly available to us. Now let us see the reactions which will occur in three different parts of the experiment. First of all, inside this test tube. So we have sodium carbonate and HCl. So Na2CO3, sodium carbonate plus HCl. When they will react, we are going to get a salt, NaCl. We are going to get CO2, the gas which has been passed to this experimental setup now. And we are also going to get water. So this is our required gas first of all. Now it has been said that the solution X will turn milky on passing lime water through it. So, by passing carbon dioxide through it. So definitely X is lime water. This is something you have studied in class 7, that carbon dioxide turns lime water milky. So the formula for it will be CaOH whole twice. This is lime water. Inside it, if we are passing carbon dioxide, what are we going to get? We are going to get calcium carbonate, which is causing the milky color actually, and water. So question can also be asked in a different way, that because of which chemical or because of which compound the lime water turns milky, or what is formed due to which the lime water appears to be milky. It is because of the formation of calcium carbonate. Now, it has been said that on passing excess of carbon dioxide, the color will become colorless. Now, the milky white color will become colorless. So let's write the third equation for that. So this calcium carbonate, when it is subjected to more carbon dioxide, since it is already in the solution form, so I'm using this H2O. Along with that, if more carbon dioxide is passed through it, we are going to get calcium hydrogen carbonate or calcium bicarbonate, which is soluble in water, and as a result it will become a colorless solution. Okay, so the correct answer will be A. It turns milky due to carbon dioxide gas liberated in the reaction, and after some time it becomes colorless due to the formation of calcium carbonate. All right, no, that is not the correct answer. Wait, the correct answer will be B. Yeah, it turns milky due to the formation of calcium carbonate, and on passing excess of carbon dioxide, it will form calcium hydrogen carbonate, because of which it will become colorless. So the correct option will be B over here. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, this one is a very easy one. Let's see. The emission of brown fumes in the given experimental setup is due to, so we know brown fumes are a characteristic color of nitrogen dioxide. So definitely the answer will be A, thermal decomposition of lead nitrate. Lead nitrate will get decomposed due to heat. So that's why it is called thermal decomposition. It is a part of the first chapter of chemistry. And as a result, it will produce brown fumes of nitrogen dioxide. The second option can be totally ruled out, because lead oxide is a solid, it is not a gas, so definitely it will not form any fumes. So let's write the reaction along with our option. So lead nitrate, that is PbNO3 whole twice, when it is heated, this triangle symbol represents heat for those who don't know, and we are going to get lead oxide. We are going to get nitrogen dioxide, which is causing the brown fumes. Along with that, we are also going to get oxygen. Okay, let's now move on to the next question. This is a very easy one again. We have to simply balance the equation and write what will come in place of X, Y, and Z. So let's write the reaction over here. MnO2, manganese oxide or manganese dioxide. It is reacting with HCl to produce manganese chloride, MnCl2, water, and chlorine gas. So let's balance it, and then we will get the value of X, Y, and Z. So we see that Mn, over here it is 1, over here it is 1, 2. So Mn is balanced. No need to work on it. Next we have O2. Oxygen is 2 in numbers on the reactant side. So on the product side also it will be 2. So I'm putting a 2 over here so that oxygen has 2 numbers or 2 atoms now in the product side also. Now we see that as soon as I'm putting 2 in water, the hydrogen is also becoming 4, right? 2 into 2, 4. So over here if I put a 4, hydrogen is becoming 4. Okay, now chlorine is 4, right, on the reactant side. On the product side, see, Cl2, Cl2, so 4Cl. So our reaction is balanced. X will be 4, Y will be 2, and Z was what? The number before Cl2, which is 1, so Z will be equal to 1. So the correct answer will be C, 4, 2, 1. Hopefully it is going well till now. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, this is a very interesting one and a little confusing too. The table below has information regarding pH and the nature, that is acidic or basic nature, of 4 different solutions. Which of the following options is correct? So first of all, let's rule out one incorrect option. That is, pure water will show the pH color as yellow, which is wrong. We know water is a neutral solution. So for a neutral solution, the pH paper will show a greenish color, as you can see in the picture too, which I have added. So D option is not correct. Now coming to A and C, we see one thing from this figure, that more the acidic nature of the substance, the reddish color is increasing, and slowly when the acidic nature is decreasing, it is either becoming yellow or orange, right? That means lemon juice which has a pH of 3 should have a red color, and gastric juice which has a pH of 6 should either have a yellowish color or an orangish color. But over here, see, it is just the opposite. So option A and option C are also totally incorrect. Now coming to option B, that is milk of magnesia. We know milk of magnesia is a base. You have studied about this in class 7. Just in case you don't remember, you have studied it in class 10 also. So milk of magnesia is a basic substance. So we have not been specified whether it is purple or blue or anything like that. It has just been written blue. So we can consider it to be the correct option. As you can see in the figure also, the pH of 10 is a dark blue color observation that we will get. So the option B will be the correct option for this question. Next, coming to question number 5. I don't actually know if it is there in the syllabus at present, because I don't know in very much detail about the syllabus that has been deleted. So in case it is not included in the syllabus, you can skip the question and move on to the next one. But if it is there, please go through the question and try to understand which option will be correct. A metal X is used in thermite process. So thermite process is a very important process used in metallurgy, that is extraction of metals. So the thermite process can be written in this manner: Fe2O3 plus Al, aluminium, ferric oxide plus aluminium, it will give aluminium oxide, Al2O3. Along with that, we are going to get iron, and a lot of heat is released in the process. It is an exothermic reaction. So our question is, a metal X used in the thermite. So obviously the metal X is aluminium. So option B or option B or D can be the correct answer, because X is aluminium for sure. Now it has been said that when X is burnt in air, that means when aluminium is burnt in air or oxygen, it will give an amphoteric oxide. We know Al2O3 is an amphoteric oxide, that is, it reacts with both acids and bases to form salt and water. Okay, so Al2O3 is our option Y, is our substance Y. So option number D is the correct answer. Option number B is the correct answer. The writing is so small that I'm getting confused which one is Al2O3 and which one is Al3O4. Sorry for the inconvenience. Option number B will be the correct answer. X is aluminium, the metal which is used in thermite process, and Y is Al2O3, aluminium oxide, which is an amphoteric oxide as well. Now moving on to question number 6. Question number 6 is a very direct question. Let's see. Select washing soda from the following. So let me tell you what is the chemical name of washing soda. Washing soda is also known as sodium carbonate, decahydrate. So what does decahydrate mean? It will have 10 water of crystallization molecules. Okay, so let's see. The option number C is the correct answer. Na2CO3, sodium carbonate, along with that 10 molecules of water of crystallization. So decahydrate, option number C. Now question number 7. A very interesting one. It might look confusing, but it is not at all. Consider the structures of the three cyclic carbon compounds A, B, and C given below and select the correct option from the following. So the first one is cyclohexane, as you can identify it very easily. Option number B is benzene, a very interesting cyclic compound about which you will learn more in class 11 and 12. And option number and the third or number C cyclic compound is actually uh, another cyclic compound, but it is not hexene. There are two double bonds, so it will be diene. Okay, hex diene, depending upon which position the bonds are in. So let's just move on to the options first. As I can see an option over here, option number C, A is saturated. Yes, A is saturated because it contains no double bonds. We know double bonded molecules, organic compounds are unsaturated because they always have a tendency to react with other elements. They are not stable. So A is saturated, but B and C are unsaturated cyclic hydrocarbons. So yes, answer will be option number C. Now, why the other options are not correct? First of all, A and C are isomers of hexane. No, C is not an alkane. It is an alkene. So option number A is wrong. B, A is an isomer of hexane, B is benzene, and C is an isomer of hexene. C could have been an isomer of hexene if it contained only a single double bond, but that's not the case. So option B is wrong. Option number D, A is cyclohexane, B and C are isomers of benzene. No, benzene contains alternate double and single bonds. So definitely C is not an isomer of benzene. So this ends up giving us option C as the only correct and appropriate answer. Moving on to the next question, question number 8. An organism which breaks down the food materials outside the body and then absorbs it is called. So this is a property of a saprophyte, the property given to us in the question. So what is a saprophyte? A saprophyte is an organism which will break down the food, or you can say um, which will you know decompose the food into smaller particles, into smaller bits outside its own body, and then it will absorb it. It will not digest it as such, it will just absorb it. So saprophytes have examples like yeast, mushroom, bread mold, etc. So our answer will be option number D, fungus. Like I told you, mushroom, a fungi, rhizopus. Okay, so this will be the correct answer. So these type of organisms are called saprophytes. This is something that you have to remember. I'm also writing the examples. Yeast, we know yeast is also a fungus, mushroom, and bread mold. Next, consider the following statements about the small intestine and select the one which is not correct. Many students make this mistake. They don't read the question properly. So over here, it has not been asked that which one is correct. They have asked which one is not correct. So let's see. The length of the small intestine in animals differs as it depends upon the food they eat. Yes, herbivores have a larger intestine as compared to carnivores because herbivores have to digest cellulose. So, depending upon the type of food a person or an organism, it will not be a person, rather, it will be an organism. Depending upon the type of the food an organism consumes, its small intestine may vary in length. It's not that it will have a very drastic difference, but there will be some difference. The small intestine is the site of complete digestion of food. Yes, after the small intestine, we have the large intestine where no digestion occurs, only reabsorption occurs. The small intestine receives secretion from liver and pancreas. Yes, the liver releases the bile juice into it, and the pancreas releases the pancreatic juice, which helps in the procedure of digestion. The fourth one, the villi of the small intestine absorb water from the unabsorbed food. No, it is done by the large intestine, and the large intestine does not contain villi for this purpose. The main work of the villi present in the small intestine is to absorb the various food materials into the bloodstream or into the lacteal vessel, which you have learnt about. So the correct answer will be D. This is the incorrect statement about small intestine. Now question number 10. This is also a very direct factual question. Let's see. In individuals of a given species, a specific gene is located on a particular chromosome. Yes, if the gene is related with the height of a person, it will be located on that particular numbered chromosome only. It's not that in one person it will be located on the first chromosome, and in the other person it will be located in the fifth chromosome. It will never be like that. Next, a gene is not the information source for making proteins in the cell. This is not correct. A gene will encode certain proteins which is actually representing in the form of some characteristics. Like for example, if we have blue eyes, So that is because that particular protein which codes for blue eyes have been produced by our gene. Okay. Next, each chromosome has only one gene located all along its length. This is the wrong thing. If you read about the Human Genome Project, which is a part of class 12th biology, over there you will learn that a human chromosome can have many genes. So one chromosome has one gene is a wrong statement. So this will be the, sorry, uh, is correctly described. So this is also wrong. Okay. All the inherited traits in human beings are not controlled by genes. This is also totally wrong. So the correct option will be option A, like we have discussed. Okay. So the other options are all wrong. Next, coming to question number 11. Select from the following the correct statement about tropic movement in plants. Okay, so what is the meaning of tropic movement? You have studied about it, isn't it? Geotropism, phototropism, hydrotropism, thigmotropism, etc. So what are these things? The response of a plant to certain external stimuli such as water, light, temperature, etc. That is known as tropic movement, and this is, you can say, it showcases the growth in a plant. We know whenever we place a piece of log near a pea plant or near some climber plant, it will automatically twine itself around it and it will grow accordingly. So every type of tropism will show growth related features. So the option D will be the correct option. Now option number A is not correct because the stimulus of touch has been mentioned, which is not an external stimuli. Number B, it does not depend upon the direction of the stimulus received. It's wrong. Phototropism, hydrotropism totally depends upon the direction from which the stimulus has been given to the plant body. It is observed only in roots and not in stems. This is also a wrong statement. Stems also show phototropism. So option D is the correct answer. Option number 12 is a very easy one. A person who loves gardening or who has a very slight idea of gardening also will be able to identify the incorrect option over here. Select the incorrect match between the plant and its vegetative part from the following. So what is a vegetative part? We know that certain plants are there which do not grow from seeds, rather they grow from certain other parts of the body of the plant, such as a root, stem, then leaves, etc. So which one is incorrectly matched? That is our question. So first of all, bryophyllum grows from leaf, we know this. Potato grows from stem, the eyes of the potato which generally germinate during the rainy season. Money plant also grows from stem, but rose does not grow from roots. Rose grows from cutting or the stem. So D1 is the incorrect option. Question number 13, we are slowly moving to physics. The next few questions are from physics itself. Let's see. If four identical resistors of resistance 8 ohm are first connected in series, so we know for series connection, the equivalent resistance will be R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4. So 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8, that is 32 ohm. And now they have been connected in parallel to give an effective resistance of Rp. So Rp will be equal to, 1 by Rp will be equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4. So if you solve it, if you put the values, you are going to get 4 by 8, that is 1 by 2. So Rp will be equal to 2 ohm. 1 by Rp is 1 by 2. So Rp is 2 ohm. So now if you find out the ratio between these two, Rs by Rp, you are going to get 32 by 2, that is 16. So the answer is option number D. Alright, let's move on to the next question. In domestic electric circuits, the wiring with 15 ampere current rating is for the electric devices which have. So there are two types of wiring. One is 5 ampere and the other is 15 ampere. Now I guess it's very clearly understandable that 15 ampere is used for appliances which consume a lot of power, which are high power consumption sources. So option number A. Higher power ratings such as geyser, washing machine, etc. will use the wiring with 15 ampere current flowing through it. Question number 15 now. In the following diagram, the position of a needle is shown on the scale of a voltmeter. So this is a voltmeter which measures the potential difference between two terminals, either of a battery or either any part of the circuit. Our question is to find the least count of the voltmeter. So observe the diagram very carefully. So how many divisions are there from 0 to 1.5? If you observe clearly, you will find that 10 divisions will be equal to 1.5 volts. Like from 0 to 1.5, how many divisions are there? So if 10 divisions is equal to 1.5 volt, so one division is equal to how much? 1.5 divided by 10, that is 0.15 volt. So what is least count? Basically, least count is the smallest measurement that can be made by the device. So the smallest measurement means the smallest division that is present in the device. So in the case of this voltmeter, the smallest division or one single division will represent 0.15 volt. So our least count will be 0.15 volt. So the option can be either A or C. Now the question is also given like find the reading. So there are two divisions after 1.5. So one division represents 0.15. So two divisions will represent 2 into 0.15. So after 1.5, since we are taking the reading, so that's why 1.5 will be added to the new division value. So the answer will come as 1.8 volt. So the correct option is C. Hopefully it is clear. The last question of today. This is again a very simple one. Read the question very clearly, you'll be able to understand. The resultant magnetic field at point P, situated midway between two parallel wires placed horizontally, each carrying a steady current I, is. You see that both the currents are moving in the same direction, and also point P is situated exactly at the midpoint. So whatever magnetic field will be produced by the first wire, its magnitude and direction will be both equal and opposite to the magnetic field which is produced due to the wire CD. So as a result, there will be no net magnetic field at point P and it will become zero. Again, I'm repeating the reason because both of them are carrying the same amount of current. So the magnetic field produced at P because of either of them will be equal in magnitude, but it will be opposite in direction. So as a result, the resultant magnetic field at point P will be zero. So with this, we finished the MCQs, the 16 MCQs of the set 1 question paper of science 2023. Hopefully it has been a good session and you have understood every answer that I have explained. If there's any doubt, feel free to write it in the comment section after the session gets uploaded in the YouTube channel. Tomorrow we are going to solve a few more questions from the same set, and with this, I promise you that you're going to get videos very soon regarding the other doubts which people have been asking since a long time. So keep watching Adami Education. Thank you for your cooperation. Bye everyone.